been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Good morning. It is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. It is 10:30. I just got up, just started coffee. I really needed sleep badly with everything that's been going on. But I'm gonna go get the kids Valentine's stuff that I have in the car for them, and then I also have some stuff from a friend at church. So I'm gonna give that all to them this morning, and then we're gonna get our day going. Kids are having Cheerios chocolate strawberry Valentine's cereal for breakfast. Hi friends, good morning, happy Wednesday, good afternoon I guess actually, it's 2 o'clock. I don't think I filmed anything today. Why are my lights on? I don't know. Is that on? No, okay. Anyways, it's Wednesday afternoon. My brain is so scrambled. Let's try that again. Good afternoon. It's Wednesday afternoon. My brain is so scrambled. I don't know which way is which right now. But good afternoon. As you guys know, we've had a lot on our plate lately. James broke his hip, so I'm taking him to physical therapy twice a week. Bubba has speech therapy twice a week. I have 2 kids with arthritis, one with food allergies, one with asthma, and it's not the most stable asthma. And life is very chaotic right now. On top of it, my father-in-law is in the hospital. He was in the ICU, but they moved him to the hospital since he is refusing care at this time. They told him he needed dialysis. Apparently his doctors have been trying to get him to do dialysis for several years, and he's refused and not told us that, but he needs dialysis and it's urgent, and he is refusing. He says he does not want it. And they could do like a I can't think of the word for it, but I know. Anyways, they could do dialysis through his arm if he had more time, but it takes like 2 months, 6 to 8 weeks for something like that to heal and be ready for use. And they said he doesn't have that kind of time left. So they want to do it directly into his chest. He absolutely refuses to do that. Also, because he has issues with his prostate, they want to do a suprapubic catheter, which goes directly into your bladder, and he does not want to do that. And my husband isn't really happy with his wishes, but they are his wishes. And so I'm not happy with his wishes either. I am very close with my father-in-law. I've cried a lot over what his wishes are and everything that's going on. But the fact is, they are his wishes, and you can't be selfish with somebody's final wishes. He has said he does not want to be on a ventilator. He does not want to do dialysis. He does not want to live through that and struggle through that. That if he only has a week left, that he is happy to spend that time with his grandkids and his dog and just family around, and he's okay with that. I'm not okay with that, but I'm okay with that because that's his wishes. And I worked in healthcare before I was a stay-at-home mom. I worked both a rehab and hospice hall at a nursing home, and I worked medical at a jail. If you ask me right now to go back to work, and if I had the time and the ability to do so with everything going on, which one I would go back to, it would absolutely not be rehab and hospice. Rehab isn't bad, but hospice, absolutely not. It broke my heart every single day that I worked on that hall. I would immediately go back to the jail, because you know why you're there, you know what's going on, you know that they are criminals, you know that they are there for a reason, and it is your job to give them care and go. It is not your job to sit with somebody while they die. And hospice was very, very hard for me. I also did hospice care for my father's girlfriend when her mother died, and again, it was very hard for me to do that. But I did that after I'd said I would never work hospice again, because she needed me there. She was overwhelmed. She had a nurse there part of the time while she was at work, but at night she needed to be able to sleep so she could go to work, and it was just exhausting for her. And so after I'd said I would never work hospice again, I did that for her because I love her, and I wanted to help her with her mother, who I've known my whole life. But again, it was hard. But all of this to say, my father-in-law's wishes are his wishes, and while I want him here 20-30 more years, forever, for the rest of my life, for the rest of my kids' lives, his wishes are that if it's his time, that we let him go, and we let him go be at peace and not be in pain and not suffer anymore, and to be with his wife, who passed away 3 years ago this week. And so I feel like, as his daughter-in-law and as somebody who's worked in nursing, that I have to keep my emotions out of it and just focus on his wants, because he needs somebody to advocate for what he wants, because as he already said, my husband and his daughter are probably both going to protest that. But he actually already has everything in writing with his wishes, and we spoke with the palliative care nurse, and we did stuff with her today. And so things are situated with all of that, and I'm going to advocate for him that if these are his wishes are met. But other than that, we're waiting for release papers so he can go home. I wanted to take my kids to church, but it is now 2 o'clock and I'm still here, and church is in 3 hours. But I'm gonna make chili for dinner. I was going to make potato soup too, and I may still. It just depends on how long I'm here. But I should have started it before I left the house, but I knew the doctor was going to be making rounds at noon, and I wanted to be here. But it's just been a very long week. I've been taking my husband to physical therapy. I've been taking Bubba to speech. We've had appointments. I've vlogged as much as I can this week, but of course, there may be a few gaps, but I'm doing my best, and I'm trying to keep everything and everyone together, trying to keep everybody in the loop, trying to take care of everybody. I have no idea what I'm going to do about our bills. I created a Give, Send, Go account, which is kind of like GoFundMe. A friend of mine had told me I should do that. So I created that, and it has received some donations, but I've already spent every bit of that on bills, and it has not received any more donations. And so at this time I have $6 to my name, and I have a quarter of a tank of gas, and I have bills due, and I have appointments, and I have him to take care of, and could end up having to take him back to the ER at any time. And I'm trying really hard to just compartmentalize, focus on one thing at a time and what I can handle, and give everything else to God. But it is very hard right now to feel like everyone and everything is weighing on me, and I have to be that weight for everybody. I have to be the one who holds everything together, who takes care of everyone, who makes sure everything's taken care of. And I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm trying not to cry because I'm really overwhelmed. But that's just kind of where things are right now. I have, I'll show you guys. It's kind of funny, but not. My dad's Christmas presents, 2 of them, and a card from, I don't know which one of the kids this is. Oh, it's a birthday card from one of my kids, because his birthday was 4 weeks ago. Things have been so hectic. I've not seen my dad much lately, and we're waiting on home health stuff and orders for a walker and them to change his catheter and all of that to release him. And so because I have that time, I'm gonna run this stuff that's been in my car forever. I took it out of the trunk, moved it up front so it would be in my mind. So I'm gonna take that over to my dad's real quick, drop it off with him, and then I'm gonna come back here and sit with my father-in-law. And that's kind of where things are right now. I just kind of wanted to give a update for you guys, let you guys know what we have going on and all of that. The kids ate, and I think I said this earlier, I think I did video a little bit this morning. The kids ate the Cheerios that are like strawberry chocolate or whatever. They're pink and brown. We got those a few weeks ago when I got groceries. The kids ate those for Valentine's breakfast, and then I gave them their Valentine's gifts. But I don't know what they're doing for lunch. James is home with the kids, so he's probably just having them microwave themselves mini corn dogs or something. But I'm not sure. But dinner, I plan on doing chili and then potato soup, so everybody can choose. And then tomorrow I plan on doing nachos. And if anybody wants chili on their nachos, like chili cheese nachos, then they can do that. But that's just kind of where my plans are right now as far as dinner and tomorrow's dinner. And yeah, so I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to drive over to my dad's and get this stuff dropped off and then come back. Okay, we got his walker, we have home health set up, and he gets to go home. Okay, this is our chili just going in our slow cooker. It's got ground beef, garlic powder, onion powder, chili seasoning, tomato sauce, and beef broth. Now in my Instant Pot, I'm working on some potato soup because we are going to have a pick your own type of dinner tonight. So I have onions and bacon cooking. I'm going to saute these for a little bit, and then I will add up a chopped up carrot, some potatoes, and some ham that was in the freezer. And I'm going to get this all mixed up, and then I'm going to cook this for about 10 minutes, and then I'll use my immersion blender to make it smooth and creamy and add some heavy cream to it. Just because I was going to do these on Valentine's Day, but things have been so hectic, I went ahead and also let Penny make some funfetti brownies to go with our dinner tonight. Friends, just a quick update and then I have to go. They released James's dad from the hospital. A home health company is supposed to call tomorrow to get home health going for him so that I have a little bit of a break with some help from them so that not everything is on me. He at this time does not wish to do dialysis. He has a follow-up with his kidney doctor in a week. But they said that if he didn't do the dialysis like today, he wouldn't make it a week. So I don't really know. I don't know. But he's home. I went home, ate some dinner, And then CJ and I just came back. CJ already went in. I'm about to go in. We are going to get him changed into night clothes, dump his catheter and all that, give him some dinner because we brought him potato soup and a brownie, and then I'm going to go home, take a hot shower, and I'm going to crash and burn. So I'm going to end this video here. It's been a very long, emotional day. I've been talking to palliative care nurses. I've been talking to end-of-life care team. I've been talking to home health. I have been talking to nephrologist and urologist and primary care doctors and a lot of people. And I am very, very mentally, physically, emotionally exhausted. And I have so much stuff on my plate right now that I'm overwhelmed. And actually, I can't go home and take a shower and go to bed because the kids have their co-op Valentine's Day party tomorrow. We have not made their Valentine's boxes, so I have to help do that. And I have to make mini cupcakes because I promised to bring mini cupcakes to co-op for their Valentine's party. So I'm going to do that, I guess, before I go to bed, so I'll show you guys that. But, and I'll show you guys the kids' Valentine's boxes too, because they always do their own, like I don't buy them the kits or anything. Usually what I do is I get cereal before Valentine's, and I just put the bags of cereal on the shelf, and I keep the boxes, and the kids decorate the boxes. Maddie said she wants hers to be Mario. I don't know what the rest want. Penny, I think, is going to do a bunny or a llama, I'm not sure. CJ won't do one because the older kids don't do them, you know, too cool for Valentine's, but the younger ones will. So I just remembered I did not print their Valentine's bookmarks for them to give out, so I can do that too. And you say, how's it going? But anyway, so I have a lot that I still have to do tonight. So when I get home, I'll get the printer going, start printing their bookmarks, because we usually do printable bookmarks on cardstock that kids can color their own bookmarks, and the kids get those out. And then somebody from church actually gave me like 3 sets of Valentine's cards for the kids to give out, so we have those as well. And then I'll make my cupcakes, and kids will work on Valentine's boxes. Maybe if CJ helps Maddie with her Mario box, because he knows that kind of stuff. The other 3 can work on theirs, and I can work on cupcakes. Something like that. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I gotta get inside and get them changed, but I'll show you guys all of the next stuff here in a minute. I'm home and I'm working on mini cupcakes for the kids for their Valentine's party at co-op, and I just realized that I purged my mini cupcake pan because I never use it, and now I need it. So I am just lining these up as close together as I can in the pans so that they don't spread out, filling them and baking them so they're not perfectly round, but I think they'll be fine. And then we are just going to frost these when they cool off. Good morning, friends. It is Thursday morning. Where do I even begin? James's dad is home. I think I told you guys that yesterday. I did not have the kids do their Valentine's boxes last night because I didn't leave his house till like 1, 2 in the morning. And then I had to go home and make their Valentine's cupcakes. Could find my mini muffin pan to use to make the little mini cupcakes. So I just put the cupcake liners in like a 9x13 pan, actually 2 9x13 pans, and filled them up. And I mean, I just put them in there like as close together as I could, so there was no room for them to flatten like as they cooked. And I made a whole bunch of mini not muffins, but cupcakes, Valentine's cupcakes that I have to frost today. I put out all the stuff to decorate their boxes this morning, started waking kids up. They were decorating boxes when I left. I had to be out the door by 7:45. James's dad was calling me. But I didn't even actually get in bed till like 4. But his dad called me and said he needed my help, that was having trouble with this catheter again, and a lot of other issues going on. And so we went over there before speech therapy. Bubba took his dog out and got her dog food and treats, and then went in the other room and watched TV while I took care of him. And I got his catheter emptied and unplugged, and got him a new pad in his chair and everything, and got his clothes changed, and got him settled down, and then started a load of his laundry, got him a new drink, put some of the Propel water in his drink because his sodium levels have been just completely tanked, and got him drinking some water, got him his remote, got him his phone. I've talked to the home health company that we're going to use at least 8, maybe 10 times this morning. I think somebody's going to be out in a few hours, and hopefully get started seeing him, so I have that little bit of a break, because as much as I would like to be there 24/7 and do everything he needs, there's some things beyond my capabilities, and I am honestly just so exhausted. I don't even know how to explain how tired I really am. But why did I come here? This isn't the store I meant to come to. I told you, I'm exhausted. Anyways, I printed off the kids also last night a bunch of Valentine's cards so they can cut them apart for their party today, and some Valentine's bookmarks they can give away, and then some color pages and stuff to take to their party for anybody that wants to do that stuff as well. And then, like I said, I've been talking to home health today, so it's been a lot, and I'm on about 2 hours of sleep. But honestly, those 2 hours of sleep were basically, I don't even know what to call them. They weren't sleep. I was tossing and turning, kept waking up, kept thinking about calling him, seeing if he needed me, which apparently he did, but he didn't call me. And I had a little discussion about that this morning, because he said he didn't want to be a bother. I told him it was more of a bother that he didn't call me, because I hate that he didn't call me. But anyway, Bubba's at speech, James is at physical therapy, I'm headed to the store. I made the cupcakes, but I have to frost them. But I want to bring a healthy option to their party as well. So I'm going to stop. I've got some celery at the house, but I'm going to pick up some baby carrots and some ranch dip, because I know I don't have time to make ranch dip today. I like to do that with Greek yogurt, but I know my capabilities right now and where I'm at. And yeah. But I'm going to run into the store over here and get a ranch dip and some baby carrots, and then I'll cut up the I'll cut up the celery at home, wash the baby carrots, get it all together, and take that with us, and then the cupcakes, and then of course the kids will have their Valentine's boxes they are working on right now, and their cupcakes, and what else, cards, all that stuff, and we will just have a Valentine's party this afternoon. And hopefully by that time there'll be a nurse there at his dad's, and I know that if I get somebody there, he'll be in safe hands. The company that we're going to use, they came recommended from a friend of mine who does home health out of Oklahoma City, who I've known for a very long time. I trust her opinions very much when it comes to these things, and actually when his wife passed away, she was the one that helped us and advocated, because we had a really hard time with the hospital here. They refused to do anything as far as keeping her as a patient or treating her when her dementia was getting bad, and she was violent towards his dad, and she was violent towards other people, and violent towards herself, and confused, and kept wandering the roads. And we were trying to get care for her. Her primary doctor kept saying she was fine. The hospital kept releasing her because she said she was fine, and the primary doctor said she didn't have any type of cognitive issues or anything. And we couldn't get the home health because the insurance wouldn't cover it, because the doctor said she was fine. And it was like this cycle, and she was the one who advocated for us and found us somewhere that we could take her to get testing and stuff done and see doctors and finally get a dementia diagnosis, and then into a care facility that was a wonderful care facility. And she was also the one who came when she went into hospice and sat down with my father-in-law and, you know, went over everything with him and helped him fill out her end-of-life plan with the hospital. So, you know, she's been wonderful, and she did all of that for free for us just because I've known her for so long, and Jessica's an absolutely amazing person. And so when they said they were going to release him, I messaged her and was like, I need help. And she told us, you know, call Vincent and Angel Care. You won't regret it. You can trust his nurses. You can trust his staff. They will get on it quickly. You know, you'll be super happy with them. And I said, okay. And she gave me his number. She gave him my number. I didn't hear from him yesterday, so I called and left him a message last night, and then even though it was late, you know, and I figured he'd call me today, he called me back at 10:30 last night, and he was like, the hospital, when I talked to the hospital yesterday, they said they weren't releasing him till tomorrow. I said, nope, we're at home. And he was like, oh no, I was gonna have somebody out there when you got him home. I wasn't, you know, wanting you guys to have no care. And I said, yeah, and they, you know, they sent him home. And he said, okay, well, let's get this ball rolling, send me his information, and we're gonna, you know, move with this. So he is supposed to call me this morning, and we're supposed to get somebody out. But I'm gonna go in the store, get our vegetables. Yeah. James wants me to get some jalapenos because we're doing nachos tonight, and chili cheese and nachos. And most of us like jalapenos on our nachos. So I'm gonna get those as well, but I'll show you guys whatever I get when I get home. Here is the veggie tray I made of broccoli, celery, carrots, and we arranged it. We also have some puff corn, and then I have these little mythical creatures that I used on the cupcakes. I also added some M&Ms to some of them, and then on the other pan of cupcakes that wasn't quite full, I went ahead and added them to those as well, and then made kind of a Valentine's trail mix of sorts that is in no way healthy of the leftover cookies and M&Ms, just in case anybody just wants some of those. CJ helped everybody make their Valentine's boxes this morning, so we have a pineapple, a chicken, a bunny, which her ear keeps flopping down, but that is Miss Penny's bunny. And then over on this other table, we have Miss Maddie's. She decided on a platypus instead of Mario Brothers. CJ helped them get all those done while I was at speech with Bubba, and then we were able to make it to our Valentine's party. Okay guys, it has been crazy busy, and I'm trying to get my stuff gathered to get in the house, but we went to our co-op Valentine's party. Kids had a lot of fun. Mika and Penny's cooking class made Belgian waffles for almost every hit at co-op, and homemade with cream and strawberries. They had snacks, they had Valentine's boxes and Valentines and classes and just all kinds of things. And then I went to the post office, got James's dad's mail, brought the kids back home to catch our loose pig that is just clearly an escape artist. And then after that, I went back to his dad's, took care of his dad, and got things situated so that he'll have a nurse starting at noon tomorrow. Praise God. I don't know how often yet. We'll find out tomorrow. And now I am headed in the house. We are going to have nachos or chili cheese nachos, whatever everybody wants for dinner tonight. And then I'm going to go back down to his dad's and take care of him again. So that's kind of a powered through quick update on things. But all I've had today is some celery and about half a waffle, so I'm gonna get inside and get some dinner. Dinner tonight is nachos. I have leftover chili here on warm in case anybody wants chili on their nachos. James made up the queso for me of Velveeta cheese, rotel, and some milk. And he put that in the slow cooker and got it on low, so that was ready to go when we got home. All I had to do was take out all the sour cream and guac and things so everybody could make up their dinner plates. Good evening, friends. I just got back from James's dad's. I brought him dinner and kind of visited with him a little bit. I talked to James's sister and kind of told her some of his plans and where he was at with things. And so then when I was over there, I kind of went over all that with him and what we had discussed. We talked about the nurse coming tomorrow and kind of some of the questions we have for her as well. And then, you know, just did his nightly meds, dinner, made sure he had water, emptied his catheter, all that. But I'm home. I'm going to take me a hot shower and get to bed. So I'm going to end this video here. But thank you guys for coming along through this journey, because it's been kind of good for me to let out some of my anxieties and stress and not be a hot mess. But good night. Thank you guys so much for coming along with us. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you want to chat. And I'll see you guys next time with another new video in this very busy part of life we're in. Thank you guys.